And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Up next from Miami, Justin Bour. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Miami down in order, and now the Yankees will see what they... Ronald Torrey is the next to bat. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees, designated hitter, Ronald.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Bour has a play. 1 away. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. At the knees, strike one. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today. That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
And he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. First offering on its way. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Wade leads off first with 1 away. Hit hard on the ground is short. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show.
Leading off for the Marlins, the left fielder, number 32, Derek.
High pop-up. And there's out number 1.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Called strike over the outside corner.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Now another 1-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Into the box now, Garrett Cooper. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
0-1 count and the pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
And he stretches out in left, but this is off his glove.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
In now, Brian Anderson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man. And at first and 2 away. Hit to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Marlins. Next for New York, Giancarlo Stanton. He's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the first pitch to him. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. And that's the first out. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And now Maben will have to play this off the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Into the box, Torres. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. Now the 0-1. Popped him up. Anderson onto the grass. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. So stepping in, Brendan Drury, runner in scoring position with two gone. Chen sets. First pitch on the way. Fastball down near the shoe tops. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. Sanchez at second with two down. Easy there, big fella. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count still full. 3-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that right there, definitely threw his timing off.
That'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He was 1 for 4 with a two-bagger in yesterday's game. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of zone for strike one.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
On the move is Stanton, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Tomas Telis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Wow, there's right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitch. You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first punt of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Third inning, no score to this point. One player.
I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Throw on to first takes care of Maben, and there are two away. Digging in to try it again, Miguel Rojas. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, and it's 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is under it, and the inning is over. One. Digging in, Aaron Hicks. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. First pitch on its way. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 314 sign. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field. field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Softly hit toward the hole. And the throw to first is in time. One gun. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ronald Torreyes. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is fouled at the plate. Hicks takes his lead at third with one away. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. This is foul right side.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate. Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left.
Leading off for the Marlins.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Ready for another chance. Derek Dietrich comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. That's a tough take.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Hit hard towards the hole, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
He had him on the ropes right. Leverage 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions. Garrett Cooper is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Well, Yankee Stadium, of course, features a number of nods to the great history of the organization. It's legendary players, but apparently when you hit 50 home runs as a rookie, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away.